welcome back to the channel. We are taking on Pokemon Legends Arceus. It is finally here after all this time. Cannot wait. This is going to be a full review, full 19 hours of completion, apart from one last final objective. If you've played the game, you understand what I'm talking about. I will get to that in a second, but just going to let you know, spoiler warning from here on out, I will be talking about all the ins and outs. Anyway, let's get down to just where I stand with Pokemon. So, I just wanted to come into this quickly and say, I am a long, hard Pokemon fan. I've always been a Pokemon fan. Emerald is currently my favorite. I have a living dex on Pokemon X, and I've always grown up with these and I absolutely love it. Now with Pokemon Legends Arceus going to an open world RPG mechanic, let's see how it turned out. Now, just an introduction, Pokemon Arceus takes place in the Sinnoh region before the events of Diamond and Pearl, which is, as we know, is called the Hisui region. After a stretch of introduction to the game, you are finally set free to understand what makes this game great, and that is the world. The world of this game is just really fantastic, but first, the story. The story is really, really missable. Like, it just completely missable. It is a button smasher of A. You just want to get past the dialogue and go experience the world. You end up just pretty much not really caring about these problems, and you just want to move on and catch Pokemon and explore this world. I personally couldn't even tell you what one character's name in this game was. It had no value of interest. You didn't care about them. Completely just nothing kaput. Story irrelevant to the game. That's out of the way. I'm done with it already. Story, not even worth talking about. That's how little it is. But the gameplay. Gameplay, it is an incredible world. There are 5 sections to this region, and they just got different elements of desert, winter, nice sunny bays, all different kinds. And it's actually really well designed when you see these Pokemon in their natural habitats. Certain things like seeing a Psyduck falling asleep under a tree, or an Onyx, once again, sleep but coiled up in their natural habitats. That is fantastic. One thing I was thinking when I was playing, if they could add families of Pokemon, including actual evolution phases, that would be insane to look at in this open world scenario. So the gameplay is actually really well done. They've changed the mechanics so you can actually catch Pokemon without actually instigating in a fight. You have the ability to crouch and hide in grass and throw Pokeballs. It is fantastic what they've done. It is so beautifully well done with a lot of care, and that is honestly the peak of this game, is being able to explore this world in complete open freedom, and that's the best part of the game. So the one thing I did find was in this menu system they've changed up, so the PC system is now similar to a farm, so pretty much all your Pokemon go to your hometown in a farm, and that's where you get them. There's this one guy at your campsite, and that's where you transfer Pokemon. That's pretty nice. And then actually each Pokemon can actually change moves on the fly. Past moves don't get forgotten anymore. They actually can learn them at any point in time, and that's really actually, I didn't know how I'd feel, especially with you have to evolve Pokemon manually, which I thought was weird, but for you all that actually like keeping your first generation Pokemon and leaving them at that, no, it actually makes a lot of sense, and actually really wasn't that bad. I actually really liked the idea. The one thing I did find was the request and missions being in the same menu as the map felt like a weird choice, hitting the plus button then going to X. I just thought that because you open it so often, it might be a better scenario of changing that button layout. Anyway, Pokemon, not quite the smartest in their natural habitat, but they is just beautiful, and it really reaches for those childhood memories that you have. Also on top of that, the frenzied Pokemon that you fight, they're pretty much one per region. They're a little bit of change of pace. I mean, I'm going to say they looks a little bit like a Dark Souls type mechanic they've gone for. It's actually you throwing these special bags at the frenzied Pokemon to calm them down. And it's different, and it's actually quite good. I actually really liked it, so that's a big tick for me. Now the sound. The sound design has actually surprised me, because it's actually really good. Each big fight was actually really unique. The final fight against Giratina was actually blew my mind. The soundtrack was actually so good. I didn't want to actually finish the fight, even though I actually struggled to finish the fight. That's not the point. So actually the sound was really well done. When you travel the world, it's actually really good, and yeah, big tick on the sound. Sound is actually really nice. Graphics, as you can see from this gameplay, are actually quite uninspiring compared to Breath of the Wild, which has probably been the Switch's main game of graphics. It just doesn't really... It seems like they kind of brushed it aside. The world ends up being quite blank as well once you've gotten all your mounts that you can ride, fly, and surf on. Pretty much that replaces the HMs. But beyond that, like, the graphics are actually quite disappointing. With a big positive, however, for the final introductions of Palkia and Dialga and some of the Frenzy Pokemon fights, they are actually quite nice. They are actually quite cool. But that's just an overview of the game. The main thing I want to say here is the story, very, very average. The gameplay is what you're here for. Sound, fantastic. Graphics, really could have been better. That was quite disappointing. But the game does an amazing step in the right direction with an uninteresting story, a really basic objective of catching all 242 Pokemon that I couldn't be bothered doing, I'm not going to lie to you. Really, I would have liked to see something more stronger from Game Freak. If you just added your basic 8 gyms and Elite Four, it would have transformed the game completely. A good example of a Pokemon game, Pokemon XD, really old school GameCube game that had amazing story that did not require your gyms or Elite Four. If only they could actually do something like that, maybe a bit of a throwback to that. So I would suggest to any new coming players, maybe don't pick this one up. Go to the likes of Sword and Shield or Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. But for all you diehard fans, definitely go out and give this a go. The world is what you're there for. Go experience it. It is quite beautiful to see. Anyway, guys, that's been my Pokemon Legends Arceus review. Not too bad, a little bit of a quick one for you today, but thank you so much for watching. If you can go, please check all the links down below. All the socials are there, and I hope to see you next time. See you later.